This video is part of the adult education series on reading. It covers analyzing an author's style and point of view in a literature passage. Pay close attention, take notes, and be ready to answer some questions at the end.
When reading a literature passage, one of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to analyze the author's style and point of view. These two elements help you understand not only what the author is saying, but also how and why they are saying it. In this video, we will explore what author's style and point of view mean, why they matter, and how you can identify and analyze them in a passage. What is author's style? Author's style refers to the unique way an author expresses their ideas. It includes the choices the author makes about words, sentence structure, figurative language, and tone. Style is like the author's fingerprint. It sets their writing apart from others. Some key elements of style include diction. This is the author's choice of words. Are the words formal or informal? Simple or complex? For example, an author might use words like melancholy instead of sad to create a more serious mood. Syntax. This refers to how sentences are structured. Does the author use long, flowing sentences or short, choppy ones? The structure can affect the pace and mood of the passage. Figurative language. Authors often use metaphors, similes, personification, and other figures of speech to create vivid images or express ideas in creative ways. Tone. This is the attitude the author takes toward the subject or the audience. Is the tone humorous, serious, sarcastic, or hopeful? By paying attention to these elements, you can start to see how the author's style shapes the meaning and impact of the passage. What is point of view? Point of view is the perspective from which the story is told. It determines whose eyes we see the events through and whose thoughts and feelings we get to know. There are several types of point of view. First person. The narrator is a character in the story and uses I or we. This point of view lets us see the world through the narrator's eyes and often gives us direct access to their thoughts and feelings. Second person. The narrator addresses the reader directly using you. This is less common in literature, but can create a unique connection between the reader and the text. Third person limited. The narrator is outside the story but focuses on the thoughts and feelings of one character. We see the events from that character's perspective. Third person omniscient. The narrator knows everything about all the characters and events. This point of view can give us a broader understanding of the story. The author's choice of point of view affects how much information the reader gets and how close we feel to the characters. Why do style and point of view matter? Understanding style and point of view helps you become a better reader. When you analyze these elements, you can discover deeper meanings in the text, understand the author's purpose and message, appreciate the craft of writing, make connections between the text and your own experiences. For example, if an author uses a sarcastic tone, you might realize that they are criticizing something rather than praising it. If the story is told from a first-person point of view, you might notice that the narrator's opinions and feelings shape how events are described. How to analyze style and point of view. Here are some steps you can follow to analyze a literature passage for style and point of view. Read carefully. Pay attention to the words, sentences, and overall mood of the passage. Identify key elements. Look for examples of diction, syntax, figurative language, and tone. Notice which point of view the author uses. Ask questions. Why did the author choose these words? How does the sentence structure affect the mood? What does the point of view reveal or hide? Find evidence. Use quotes from a passage to support your ideas. For example, if you think the tone is hopeful, find a sentence that shows this. Draw conclusions. Think about how style and point of view affect your understanding of the passage. What do they tell you about the author's purpose or message? Example analysis. Let's look at a short passage and analyze its style and point of view. The rain tapped gently on the window, whispering secrets to the night. I pulled my blanket tighter, hoping the storm would pass soon. Style. The author uses personification, rain, whispering secrets, and gentle diction, tap gently, to create a calm, almost mysterious mood. The sentence structure is simple, which matches the quiet feeling of the scene. Point of view. The use of shows that this is first-person point of view. We experience the scene through the narrator's senses and emotions. By analyzing these elements, we see that the author wants us to feel the quiet tension of waiting out a storm, and we get a sense of the narrator's vulnerability. Let's check for understanding. Carefully read the following questions, pause the video, determine the best answer for each, and then restart the video to check your answer. What should you look for when analyzing an author's style? To analyze style, focus only on the plot and setting. To analyze style, count the number of paragraphs. To analyze style, identify the main character's name. To analyze style, look for diction, syntax, figurative language, and tone in the passage. The correct response is: to analyze style, look for diction, syntax, figurative language, and tone in the passage. Which statement best describes third-person limited point of view? Third-person limited point of view knows everything about all characters. Third-person limited point of view uses I and we. Third-person limited point of view addresses the reader directly. Third-person limited point of view focuses on the thoughts and feelings of one character. The correct response is: third-person limited point of view focuses on the thoughts and feelings of one character. How can long, flowing sentences affect the mood of a passage? Long, flowing sentences can create a calm or reflective mood in a passage. Long, flowing sentences always make a passage confusing. Long, flowing sentences are used only in dialogue. Long, flowing sentences have no effect on the mood. The correct response is: long, flowing sentences can create a calm or reflective mood in a passage. Why do authors use figurative language in their writing? Authors use figurative language to list facts and statistics. Authors use figurative language to create vivid images and express ideas in creative ways. Authors use figurative language to organize chapters. Authors use figurative language to introduce new characters. The correct response is: authors use figurative language to create vivid images and express ideas in creative ways. Conclusion. Analyzing a literature passage for author style and point of view is a valuable skill that helps you understand and appreciate what you read. By looking closely at the author's choices and the perspective of the story, you can uncover deeper meanings and connect more fully with the text. Practice these skills as you read, and you'll become a more thoughtful and insightful reader. This has been a production of D&J Designs and Mathman 1962. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up. If you want to be notified when new videos are posted, click the bell. And if you want to see more videos like this one, click on the subscribe button.